you go. See what's going on here. The imaging is not what it's supposed to be. So, I don't know what's going on here. Let's flip over the camera, then flip it back. There we go. All right. So, hey there. It's Angeline here. Today we are going to be doing a refresh. As you see, it's night, not usual daytime gardening. We're doing some nighttime gardening, and we have to move quick, even though it's alive. The light in our garden does turn off at a certain time. But we are going to be refreshing our garden. Very soon we'll be bringing in, let me get the light on. There we go. Get our chandelier light on. Very soon we're going to be bringing in our plants from outside. And when we do, I want to make sure that the plants inside are in their best health. So make sure nothing from outside, even if it does happen, it's not like adding on to anything. And if any pests or anything come in from outside, we're making sure that the plants inside are safe, they're strong, they don't have to worry about anything living on them, anything fighting them. So today what we're going to be doing is taking our plants off of our garden, giving them a good rinse off, spraying them with some neem oil, wiping down the garden to make sure no pests if there are any eggs or larvae or anything there, making sure our garden is clean and disinfected. And then we're also going to check in, of course, every day we check in on our nursery, checking our plants in the nursery, which are growing very, very fast, bringing them over to our garden, and then taking out any plants that didn't do well while we were on vacation and didn't really survive the summer. Because a lot of the plants in the garden they're phenomenal for the fall and the winter, but the summer when it got hot, a lot of plants were suffering. So a lot of them I did take outside, and they thrived outside, but inside with the humidity and everything, they didn't do as well. So today's a good day to garden. Let's get started. So let's start by doing our check-in. So we're just checking in right here. Actually, I don't even have the light on here. Let's put the light on. There we go. So we got some seeds that we're going to be doing. This is our cucumbers. This is only a few days, less than a week. Our cucumber has grown a lot. These are our normal size tomato plants, and then this is our green beans. The green beans didn't grow yet. And here we have a lot of our lettuce that shot up, our brine, Monte Carlo, Bertaconch, dill, the cilantro. Oh, cilantro came out too. Oregano. Everybody's shooting up pretty quickly. Romaine. Everything has sprouted. So all of the lettuce and plants in our nursery has sprouted. Is it time to water? No, it's still a little damp. We'll give it another day or two before we water it. I'm probably going to be putting them into the Y cube soon. Again, these are our tomatoes. These are normal sized tomato plants instead of the baby tomatoes that are there. And then you also join us live so we can refresh our garden. So we're going to be refreshing our green stock later on this week, so some of these little plants can go in there and live their best life. So let's get started with what we came to do, because it is late and we want to get that done quickly. Excuse me. Can kick it. That's the lid. All right, so let's get our stuff up. This is our garden. First thing I'm gonna do is take the plants off. We get you guys in the tripod. You know we gotta do that every time. So let's get some of the plants off. I have the computer on to make sure everything is going good on our end. Let's just check really quickly. Make sure good. Everything is clear and fine. So this is our garden here, and we're gonna take everything off. So first things first, I'm just gonna take the stuff off. I'm gonna put them here, and then after I take them off, I'm going to put them on this towel. I'm gonna be putting them on this tray and letting them sit there while we do our cleaning. course, it's very wet. There are many ways for us to do this. Move this over. They can actually stand up on the tray. I'm just gonna put the stand up on tray down here so I don't have to keep coming back. Ugh. We're just taking these out. We got some babies here that are flourishing. We've been giving them some cleaning treatments, some anti-pest treatments, but a lot of the leaves, even though the pests aren't pestering the garden, a lot of the leaves they're still on the leaves, just not alive. This is our sorrel, our sweet pepper, our pink Swiss chard. This is another sweet pepper plant. Checking for these to crown them. We're gonna give them a little clip on the top. But right now we're gonna get all these leaves cleaned off. What is this? Lemon balm. It's also a good time to check the roots. Since I'm taking them out, we're gonna check the roots too, but we don't have too many plants here on this system. We got our green onions, which are doing very well. Green onions aren't having an issue. I also noticed maybe some of the stuff might be on the pole, so I'm going to give them a good wipe down as well today. We have some other plants. Nothing is happening. I'm just going to put them to the side. So I'll give them a rinse just to clean them off. Our thyme, which is starting to make a comeback. We have, this plant is so large. Our stevia, which is doing pretty good. Our stevia plant. Now, 2 cucumbers which did not survive vacation. So cucumbers didn't do well during vacation. But we have this is the one that needs rinsing the most. Our spinach. It's here. Our onion. One of our onions went on. It's our onion. We have, maybe I need a closer view here. We have our dill. Dill's doing okay. We have a lot of tomatoes off. Let's take these tomatoes off. Some of the dill didn't make it, but for the most part, it was there. Let's get the dill off. Dill's entangling into our tomato plant. Let's get this dill off. This is our dill. I have a little solution here. I have it in a container, and to show you how we get these plants cleaned up. Oh wow, this is something that I don't know what it is. That is hasn't been growing. Yeah, a couple of plants that didn't do well earlier on, and we never removed them. Oh, that is this plant. The stem is so huge. Our hibiscus. I'm leaving that one for last to come out. Our rosemary did not make it through the vacation, the 2-week vacation. I don't know if it'll come back or not. It doesn't seem so. Our peppers did good. Our lemon peppers. This lemon pepper plant is doing very well because its roots were hanging in the main water system. I'm not doing water changing today. This is only on the leaves and the outside. We'll do our water update another day. That's a lot of peppers. Let me see if I get all these peppers on our lemon pepper. It's a lot of them. I'm going to put them in a little pickling session also. Let's see what else we got here. I'm leaving that one to come out last. Our bok choy It's here doing the best it can. It's also in the main water source. I'm gonna wipe down this entire thing. Let's see, we have celery. The cucumbers are finished. We're not taking, ooh, what was this? That's why the celery isn't doing well. Look at the amount of roots that were in the celery. Let's see if I can show you guys. You can see hanging all those roots from the hibiscus. Hibiscus had a lot of roots minding other folks' business. All this is hibiscus roots in this section. The hibiscus roots were in this people's section. So the hibiscus was drinking from several sources, which is why we always do our checks, root check, to see what's happening here. All right, time to get the hibiscus out. It's a big one. Make sure it's not tangled up in anything. There we go. Wow, look at the size of this root. Root is solid. The tomato. This is our hibiscus plant and what it's looking like. Let's get you guys into some normal light. This size of our hibiscus plant and what it's looking like. Let's put it here. Ooh, got a lot of plants down here. And this is our cleaning solution. I'm gonna have to turn you guys around the other direction. I think I put you guys in backwards. Let's flip the camera. This is our cleaning solution down here, which is where what we're going to use to rinse the plants off. Let's continue clearing off the machine. The cucumbers are finished. They did not survive my Asian trip. So here they are. Tomato did. There's a lot of damage, a lot of dry leaves came from that trip. Dry plants. But the cucumbers did not survive at all. But it's okay because we got 2 cucumber plants that are thriving out there in our dining room, ready to come in. All right, so that basically attached to there. Let's get this tomato plant off. So we're keeping our plants nice and safe from any pests that may be on it or starting, and making sure when we do bring in those plants from outside, we're not bringing any of the pests that do come in. They are not welcomed. These plants are safe and protected when the other ones do come in, and it is already, pre-sprayed, covered in oil, taken care of. So these are our lettuce that didn't make it throughout the summer. So a lot of these containers are, you see me moving here, they're the lettuce containers that didn't make it with the cover. And then we have a few covers throughout. And now let's take off this. I'm gonna rinse these too. What is this? It's a whole nother tomato. I knew it was separate. Uh-oh. I was like, what is happening here? I thought, oh my goodness, and the tomatoes are, and some roots were in there. Uh-oh. I thought that other tomato, a piece fell off. I didn't know this was a whole separate tomato plant. Yeah, a whole separate tomato plant here. This one was struggling by, as you can see, a thick set of roots just came out. So when you see those roots come out, that was drinking the tomatoes' water, and that's why the tomatoes plant was so dry. I thought that tomato plant broke off from the other one. You can see the strong survive here. So we're taking down our garden. We're getting out all those roots and the plants that did not survive our holiday. So cucumbers didn't survive. And we're getting ready for our new set of plants. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna get something to get those out. I usually use a plastic fork to get these out, or knife, or just a regular fork. And we're just gonna put it in and get in all those roots that were in the wrong place. And where they were supposed to be. Here we go. And if you missed anything on this one, we're going to be doing this again because, this is our office garden, our verdant. So we're just going to take out some of the roots that are in here. Everybody else. I'm not quite sure where these roots are coming from to be in here, taking others' nutrients and eating. But when you see the size of the hibiscus, you kind of have an idea of who's been doing the most, whose roots have been spreading throughout the columns. The hibiscus, the stem for the hibiscus is so thick, especially in such a small system. You're like, where is it getting all these nutrients? Well, now we see. There's another one. Another plant where the roots are so thick. It also looks like it's clogging up the water source. Put my hand in there to get it out. You guys are super close. Can't squeeze in. The system also can be taken down and taken apart. I'm not going to be doing that today. We're just doing we're doing mostly a cleaning to prevent to make sure our plants are in good condition. So I'm going to be using some wipes just to wipe down the columns to make sure nothing is staying on here. There's no residue or anything. I don't feel anything. I feel the leftover of the plant food, but that's about it. Just to be sure, giving it a good wipe down. Make sure there's no animals living here, planting here, no larvae here. So I'm just gonna give around the machine, the columns a wipe down. I'll make sure everything is nice and clean so that when our outdoor plants, they're not going in the garden, but they're gonna be in the house. And so you don't want them getting any of the issues. I'm wiping this down like this now. However, once I finish with the ones that are there, we're gonna also dip this in the water that we're cleaning the leaves in for cleaning as well. So just wiping this down. Getting off no place that any pest could leave any larvae that may be there, anything. Maybe dried on spray. The algae beginnings. I'm using Clorox. Usually people going with milder soaps. We're going to be wiping the plants with the Castile soap, which is a very mild soap. But for the garden itself, I am going to be using this, and then I'm going to go back over it with a wet paper towel. I'm going to make sure there's nothing any larvae, any animals walking around that we can't see, anything microscopic beginning. We want to get rid of all of that. You can use stuff like vinegar. Vinegar and water helps. The solution that we're going to be using, which is the Castile soap, natural soap. For the leaves, you can do not use a degreaser soap, but for the system itself, is this column correct? For the system itself, I'm not sure. I have to get a zoom in on it and see if anything's going on with the column. Probably. So we're just making sure everything is off. I think everything is fine. I did use neem oil. Did use my little sprays. Our ladybugs were living here and did their job. So a little bit of thrips there. So the ladybugs took care of that, but I don't see any evidence of them right here. But when we do our leaf washing, we will see. So I'm making sure everything is clean and clear. And we'll hopefully finish this before our next watering. Okay, so this is how we prep our plants. So I'm just going to be sitting here. I'm going to go rinse my hands off really quick. We are going to, I think I missed a spot. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be rinsing. We're going to be dipping the plants in here to make sure there's nothing on it. After we dip the plants, then we are going to put it on this towel to dry a little bit. And then I'm going to empty this water and then get fresh water and dip them in the fresh water just to clean them off. And then we're going to put them back in the system. We're making sure our system is nice and clean. And then all of those other plants that didn't make it, we are going to also put them in. All right, so this is how we clean the leaves. It's very sudsy. It's because of the way I was doing the soap. So I just squeeze some in at the bottom. I'm going to do a separate rinse. Usually it should be 1 to 7, 1 part soap. You gotta eat on the plant. So let's give it a little dip. So what people do sometimes is they just hold it upside down and shake it, or I'm going to hold it upside down and shake it to make sure there's nothing on there. It's okay if the plant gets some of this. Just shake it around. Stuff is coming off, but it could be just regular plant stuff. Make sure nothing is laying in there. It's okay if it gets under roots. The plants outside that are coming in, I will be dropping, pouring the water into the plants. So we'll do this for the tops, and then the bottoms you pour the water in them. Looks pretty good. There we go. I don't see anything on it. Everything should have came off. See how it goes. Nothing is, yes. All right, so we're gonna put on our towel. So that's our red sorrel. Now our plants that have a pepper is next. Same thing. They're all going through the same. Just to get the leaves. You could be aggressive with them. It's like they're in a little hurricane. This is why some of the plants outside don't really have as much troubles, because they don't have to go through this. Some people wipe them, but I was like, that's going to be very time consuming to hand wipe each and every leaf. So for our outdoor plants, this is what we'll be doing. But our indoor plants, you go through the same step. And see how it still has soap? This is why I'm going to be dipping it again, but with soap water. I mean, with plain water. Because it is my soap solution is a little thicker than I would like it to be. But no insect larvae. Making sure we get everything off and cleaned. I don't see, water seems to be doing fine here thus far. Haven't seen too much or much of anything. This is okay if the plant drinks this water. This one had a lot of stuff going on it, so this is one of the ones that definitely needs. So we're submerging the entire plant. And then this is just regular soap. So especially since these are edible plants, you don't want to use anything that you wouldn't use like on, I wouldn't use this on dishes because this is not a drying soap. It's not grease remover soap. But anything that's dangerous, you want to use something that's natural. That's natural stuff. So let's get in here. Let's get in these crevices. We already have our Hydro Boost in our main source of water. That's the washing machine saying it's not. Let's see. Okay, we're good with the time. I don't want us to be in the middle of doing this and then the this stuff turns off. Let's see. Let's get some of the bigger ones here. So peppers. Get some bigger, more. Well, this one's not that effective, but more effective ones. There's nothing in there. These plants are not having any issues. I mean, they are having issues now, but we're going to make sure they're not having any issues. So when our outdoor plants come in, no pests. And also when we put all those lettuce in, we want to make sure our lettuce, all the lettuce that we're adding, do very well. It's fall. I miss my lettuce. I've been limited to 2 types of lettuce. I've been limited to the Tokyo. Oh, this one smells so good. Oh my goodness, this plant smells great. So we got it. Hopefully there's nothing. Some people let the plants soak in here. I don't think it's necessary. For the ones with the soil, maybe. But these are hydroponics. They are inside. We don't have any clear cut visuals of the plants. The plants are have some type of distress, but it is not like an infestation. It's just some signs. So we don't want it to get any further. We're not going to wait till it gets out of hand. We're going to go right into our preventative methods. Let's get our other giant leafy plants. And it's not all the plants because some of these plants are resistant. So, but I'm still going to rinse them because we don't want any pests living in those plants waiting for the other ones to come to be in a good mood. So the soap seems to be getting them off very easily. This is kind of like when you wash your fruits and vegetables, when you bring them home from the grocery store. We are washing them while they're still on the plants. In our solution. So we're giving them a nice good wash while they're still on the plant. Oops. But we still wash them when we bring them in. But we're making sure they're nice and clean on the plant. Oops, they're heavy. This one we need to harvest them. Because we don't necessarily have all this spinach on there. We'll probably come and harvest some of this spinach on the rinse off. It's a big one. Let's see, our other big one, the one that we saw the most amount, this one that was drink. Look at the size of the stem. How big the stem is on this hibiscus plant. This hibiscus plant is not playing no games. It's huge. Even the root is giant. Root looks like it's about to make potatoes. This hibiscus plant is humongous. All right, let's see if it's big enough. I guess we gotta do it in parts. This section, can it fit? Yeah. Oh, it's getting in there. So we are washing our veggies first before we eat them. No, they're still on there. Because of course they're not being washed while they're growing, they're just growing. So anything that's on there is building up. I see some stuff coming off of this plant. We're gonna get them off. After we baptize the plants. It's coming up a new plant. See, the water's changing a little bit. Yes, this is one of our big ones. And we're having a good time in there. Also, this works with, got what it's called. The powder mildew. That works with powder mildew. The plant I have outside, I just rinsed it. And it got rid of the powder mildew. All right, so these two are our big ones. See, we got some stuff in the water. Just a little bit of stuff, nothing major. Now we're just gonna drop these in here real quick. Some of our smaller plants. I'm putting them all in. Get them rinsed off. And then after I get these plants rinsed off, I'm gonna put in the bottoms for the other plants that were just containers there. And then we're gonna get fresh water. Get everything nice and clean. Should take the tomatoes off because they don't need to be there. I mean, they don't need to go back up. They can be harvested. I'll harvest them before they go back on. Oops. Came out of the cup. But we want the cup also rinsed off, so. Got everyone being rinsed deeply. Give everybody a little shake. Shake it around. This is like they're getting a little rainstorm. I think I might bring them all to the kitchen to make this a little easier. But first I have to empty out the water. Bok choy. Now let me drop in the containers. So you can see the water is definitely a lot more cloudier. That we've rinsed off all of our fruits and veggies. So let's just drop this in. And of course, some of the cloudiness is from the algae, from the water. I mean, the containers do have food in them. So like these, they have food. At the bottom, plant food. And this is not deep cleaning of the machine. This is more of a cleaning of the leaves and removing any pests from the leaves. And we're doing a light outside cleaning of the machine to make sure there are no pests left there either. On the outside of the machine. Let me take this off. I'm sure I wouldn't be able to find it if I dropped that in there. So again, this is more of an outside cleaning. Ooh, the water is very warm. I could see why the lettuce wasn't making it. The water in the garden is warm to touch. There we go. All right, so that's the last few pieces. I'm gonna rinse them off too. We're gonna throw out this water, and I think I'm going to, because the water is so filthy, I'm gonna rinse them off the plants individually. So we're all gonna go to the kitchen together. So I'm empty this out, pick up the bin, and we're gonna rinse them off one by one and start bringing them back. All right. So this is water. This is all the stuff that came off of the plants, off of the outside of the plants. Any larvae, anything that was there. Let me get myself a drink of water. All this bending. Any babies, anything that may have been started, now it's in that water, dipped and rinsed off. We're gonna get rid of this water. And we're just gonna give these plants a wash off with clean water. And we have to rinse off the scaffolding too. So let me get this water out. As you guys probably know, it's easier for me to get to the front, so I'm gonna rinse this out really quick. Then carry this into the sink. So this is gonna be our, let me get this rinsed out. Okay, hi. All right, so we got our plants. We're gonna take them to get rinsed out and to put them right back into the machine. Let me go get my paper towel with water. I can give this a one more wipe down. You guys can get a view of what it looks like clean. This is what it looks like empty. This is what it looked like when it first came and we were putting it together. Okay, so let me just wipe it off. Make sure there's no bleach or residue from the first wiping. Let's give it a second. Just wipe that with some water. Again, water and vinegar is something that's good too. You want to. That's a good combination. Natural way of cleaning. Let's see if I get some pictures here. Because this is cracked. I did not expect to see that. Let me get out any of the extra. There we go.
Mom.
Yes?
Mom.
Mm-hmm. This one's fine. Let me just take a quick picture of these here.
Did you finish your video?
No, I'm still on. Let's find the camera. It's not that easy of a thing to find. Here we go.
Yeah, Mom.
All right, just put it down, Just right there is fine. Thank you. There we go. There's one. They're very zoomed in. There we go.
It's like, I don't even have a computer. It's on the
These two.
computer.
Okay, good. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so we got it cleaned down. And we're gonna go take this in and get it rinsed off. So we're gonna this whole thing up here, carry it, and rinse it off with some fresh water. Excuse me. And make sure I clear away so I can walk by with you guys. All right, so we're gonna just pick them up and get one big rinse in the kitchen. So we gave it our soap treatment, and this is just gonna be with water. Oh,
Mom,
yes.
I want here.
All right. So I can pick them up and pick you guys up. Okay. We'll do one carry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Instead of me rinsing, I was gonna bring the whole thing to rinse, but then I was like, oh, it's too much. All right, here we go. So we got all our food here. So we did our, what do we call this? We're rinsing our vegetables on the plants. On the on the vine. All right, here we go. Make it cool. So I just do this one. Deciding which power level to do. Just rinsing it off with water. Make sure we don't have any soap residue. Any leaves fall off. It's fine. I can put that on my drying tray to dry. Uh-oh. You guys are moving. Someone's moving, you guys. Yep, you guys are being moved. No.
Okay, Mom. Okay, Mom.
Alright, so we got you guys. So rinsing it out here. And then we're going to place them back. I didn't take a picture of what they looked like before. Okay, camera lady.
Mom.
We got this rinsed off. Everything's looking pretty good. There doesn't seem to be any. Looks like we got some of our algae coming off too. We have those little squares that you saw. Those are to prevent algae growth. Right, thank you, camera lady. We also have some dry leaves. We're gonna get pinky leaves off. So this is evidence that something is there. Again, it's not something is going on, so this is evidence that there is Patty. She's moving you guys around. That something is going on with the leaves. Something is eating. Do not shake the camera. There we go. You can see here where it's peeling. Something is eating it. It's not just dried out. There was something attacking these leaves.
Mom.
As you can see, those when we were out compared to these right here, which are in super healthy condition. I mean, there's a few that has stuff, but that recently grew since I've come back, and the water's been working properly.
Mom.
Yes, the leaves are in different conditions. So we're gonna take off the ones that were not feeling well. And once you put these back on, we're gonna give them a coat of neem. And also, with this younger pepper plant, we're going to cut off the top, because I'm going to try to keep this one short. All of our pepper plants are really, really tall. I'm going to try to keep this one a little shorter by cutting off these little nodes here as they grow in. That's a video for another day, but there's quite a few of them. Once they grow in, we're going to cut them down. These off. All right, got the water running. I don't want to waste water here. So yeah, these two are good to go. This is soap I used, by the way. It's here. I mixed it in. I think I used a lot. A lot more than I should have. It should be 1 to 7 parts, but I used a little more than I should have. And see, it's great for fruits and veggies to wash them off and clean them. So this is for vegetable cleaner. So if you have bought your vegetables in the grocery store, you could also use this to rinse them off as well. These had a lot of dry. I recently cut this one. They had a lot of dry leaves.
Water.
Yeah.
Water.
All right.
Mom.
These also would like some water.
Water.
All right. There you go. Water.
Oh
These
man.
roots. This plant grows very well. However, the roots are looking like it's under a little bit of attack. But also, when you see roots looking like that, a lot of times it's because another plant was in there. So I'm not sure if the other plant caused this, or we need to give it a dose of, when you see the roots like this, there's something going on, so we can give it a dose of hydrogen peroxide. But the plants have had a lot for today, so that's something I'll probably come back and do another time.
Mom.
Yes.
I want it.
There you go. We're just gonna get these rinsed off.
Mom.
They feel squeaky clean. So I highly doubt there's any larvae or anything there.
Mom.
And we're getting out a lot of our algae out as well. Yes?
I want it.
Okay. There's water in your cup. Alright, this plant, it did have the hibiscus growing into its roots.
Let's do.
So the roots aren't as strong.
What's it?
Half of the plant went on. I'm going to pull off this entire, well, this one is loose. Let's pull it off. There we go. And then we'll harvest these at a later time. Well, in a few minutes. Put them in our harvest bowl. This tomato plant, it feels like the plant is weak, like it snapped there from the weight, from something. It has a little snap here. So we'll see how it goes.
Mom.
But hopefully it holds on strong. It's in good health. Yes, Addie. It's in good health, but there's something snapped. I think the other plant growing on it, because it was well into that large hibiscus plant. I think that may have snapped it. The weight of the other plant growing. All right, we gotta move quickly. We can't have this water running and wasting water. So let's get this done fast. The Swiss chard also had evidence or signs. Yes. There you go. The Swiss chard also had signs that something was living and growing on it. I'm not sure what. And it was not, well, again, none of them were growing good underneath because it's been on vacation mode, so there it was. But this soap on the roots is fine. It's not going to hurt the plant. During the next watering cycle, it'll probably come off. Our new plants are looking okay, so let's give this one a snap. This larger leaf that had signs of being annoyed and pestered. So yeah, this leaf has signs that there are some pests on it. I mean that some pests were there. The color, it's losing nutrients, but I'm not quite sure because it's not bad enough to, oh my goodness, there you go. The leaf is not in bad enough condition for you to say, yes, definitely pests. So sometimes just to be preventative, we did have some, but we had some and the ladybugs who were there eating the pests ate and left. So there shouldn't be any left. Pests left to eat, which is why they left. But you can't be too sure. So you want to make sure you got everything taken care of. Let's rinse this one off. Then you do a wide spread. And this plant is washing them in the sink.
Mom.
If you were outside, you have to use the hose. You just hose down the plant. There you go. She wants to add water. You just hose down the plants, and that'll be it. You spray it with the spray that I used, I was dipping the plants in. You can either dip the plants in it or spray it in there. And then I'll use the hose to wash them down. But since these are inside, I can't next to my computer in my office just
Mom,
spray down
I can't.
the plant like this.
I can't.
So, taking out some of these brown leaves.
Oh, what there? Oh.
So we are just taking out some of the dry leaves. Again, a lot of these leaves are dry because of vacation mode. They just started coming back. This is great. There's a lot of peppers on here. So stay tuned for the pepper harvest. We've had several pepper harvests. Uh-oh. We might have to take a break and carry some of these back into our garden because it is filling up our little area over here. And there are quite a lot of plants.
Mom, Mom, Mom.
Yes.
What you do?
Then get down. Hold on, let's. Sunny! Help her to the bathroom. Hurry. Hurry. She got some assistance to her potty. And we're going to keep on going here. These are some of the cups. I'm dropping some of the plants in here so they can get rinsed off while I'm doing this. With some water. They can also get rinsed off simultaneously. Kind of how the dishwasher works with saving water. It's not just while we're doing one plant, other plants get rinsed off. So when it's time to rinse off that plant, it's a lot easier. I mean, we have big leaves over here. We're gonna need a lot of rinsing. So let's get these cups out. Actually stack these. Because I'm actually gonna put them back into the garden pretty quickly. I mean, before I put back in some of these other ones. These stack very easily. Well, of course, we're not storing anything. So yes, if you just joined, we are cleaning our plants off to prevent any pests. There are some light signs of pests, but I will be bringing in plants from outside, which more likely than not will be coming in with pests. So we want to make sure our plants don't have any larvae. They're not joining forces with the ones that come in from inside. These plants are taken care of, and it's a lot harder for the ones that are coming from outside to come in and contaminate the inside plants. So we're making sure our inside plants are nice and clean, and our outside plants are nice and clean. And we're using soap, not like Dawn dish soap, but soap that you would use if you bought your plants in the grocery store, your fruits and vegetables to the grocery store, and from the grocery store, and you wanted to rinse those off. That's what we're using to rinse off our plants. First, you see there's a little bit of dry leaves. That's from vacation mode. I'm gonna start taking some of them off. This is really good. This is stevia. This is our stevia plant. I should tell you what we're doing. This is stevia. That was garlic chives just now that passed. This is bok choy. This bok choy has been struggling down there. I'm sure it was losing a lot of nutrients with the other plants above it, directly partaking of it. It doesn't feel like it's in the best health. It feels like something was eating it because it feels like it's cooked. I feel like it's cooking. Bok choy, I think, probably needs a cooler temperature if it felt like it was cooking. So I'm rinsing it off, and it felt like somebody already started cooking it on the stove. Let's take off some of the... So apparently it's too warm for the bok choy in there. Let's see, it's probably cooler closer to the top. So I'm going to move it from where it was to a cooler location on our thing. Either that or I'm going to take it out. I think I might take it outside in our green stock and let it do well in our green stock. Because outside is definitely cooler. Here are celery. I saw celery struggling. I thought it was being attacked. Come to find out, the hibiscus was all in its roots. There are little to no roots from the time it's been there. This is a very long time. Celery has been growing for a long time. It has no roots formed. And when I saw it changing color like this, I thought something was happening. And turns out it was the hibiscus. It had a pest all right. It just wasn't an insect. But yes, it's supposed to be this nice, vibrant pink color. We have a lot of pink vegetables in there in that room to go with the color of the room. So we have our pink Swiss chard, pink celery, our red sorrel, red hibiscus. We got a lot of colors that match the room in there. But they're not showing their vibrant colors, so they're there all fighting each other. So we're getting everyone together right now. This is the garlic chives. These are very strong. What's going on here? Get it back in there. This soap rinse definitely makes a difference. Again, if anything's living on the plants, again, any larvae, anything going on there, we would have just gotten rid of it. So we don't have to worry about anything hatching or coming and getting us later, coming and growing later. When the outside plants come in, we're just going to focus on keeping those plants pest-free with a very similar method. So this is preventative in this term, but with the outside plants, this is what we're going to be doing to make sure that they're not going to come and attack these plants. We're washing our fruits while they're still growing, and we're making sure there's nothing else eating or attaching themselves to any of our plants. These are our bunching onions, our red onions. This strong plant growing here. This is the dill. One of them didn't do well. That's the inside of the plant. One of them didn't do well. Again, everything that was in that area of the hibiscus, and there's two of them. So in both sides that were kind of close, did have a little bit of this type of damage. Their roots were very invasive, just like our mustard greens. So mustard greens have very aggressive roots. Tomatoes don't. Tomatoes are nice. They pretty much stay themselves for the most part. Very rarely you'll see them going into other containers. Cucumbers stay to themselves. But mustard greens, now the hibiscus, a lot of the lettuce. Oh, this smells so good. They tend to, I don't know what's going on here. Their roots tend to grow into other people's, other plants and take their nutrients. These plants are having their first rainy day, their first outdoor rain. Their first outside rain experience. This is them knowing what it's like they were outside and the rain came from above. So again, we're just using, regular vegetable cleaning soap. Not Dawn, don't use Dawn. Or like a grease removing soap. Use a soap that you use to rinse out your vegetables. Because that's something that's edible and food safe, because we are going to be eating these plants. I'm going to be using on the other plants. I think almost all of the plants that I grow are edible, so I use them on all of my plants. All right, so this is our big one. We have two big ones here, which is our hibiscus, which was one of the ones that had a lot of seemed like they were attracting the most outside eating. I wonder how this plant is going to do now that it's in its own container and not in, it's going to be in its own container, the roots, and not in everybody else's roots. We will see. We might see a little bit of falling away. Interesting enough, this plant had the most amount of what seemed to be pest-like animals on it, at least amount of damage. It has like no damage. Like whatever was on these plants was doing fine with the hibiscus. Only a few leaves. The peppers, on the other hand, were the leaves were struggling. This had the color too. My fingernails aren't strong enough. But yes, this soap did very good. Soap is doing very good. Then we're going to put a protective coat of neem oil on the plant, just to keep it safe and protected from anything that might try to come and settle there. This is the size of this root. It's so thick. So I don't know how it's going to do inside of this container. I'm spending all this water. And there's no plant in there getting rinsed off. So we'll see how it does. Keep you guys posted. Follow me on Instagram, Angeline Verdant, so you can see updates. Instagram, I post very often. Photos, reels. So you can see daily blossoming of this plant. Oh, this plant is broken. See, like some of the things that look like it could be pest damage, like this happening to the leaves, which I pointed out before, it's because the leaf is actually just broken. There's a crink right here, and it's broken, and not enough nutrients is getting to the leaf. So, again, it's better to be safe and stay ahead of things before you end up with an infestation that is too much. Yes. Yes. I guess that's yours. You can use it, and we have 2 tomatoes and our spinach, and then we're gonna put everybody back into the container again. Spinach needs to be harvested. This is a lot of spinach. I'm surprised that this spinach did very well for it to have thrived on vacation mode with limited water, limited light, and we still have all of this spinach that survived being on vacation mode. Let me go get my clippers right now and harvest a lot of this spinach. We're going to harvest the spinach, and we're going to put it to the full water. We're going to harvest this spinach and put it in the refrigerator. All right. Under this light, it also doesn't look too, I don't know, maybe the lighting in there. I was like, these leaves are not looking its best. But again, I think that could have been the vacation mode. Yeah. So let me go get, let me get a scissor. If you don't want it, put it back. And harvest. I just was able to see what's going on from the
Mom.
yes. Let me wash our clippers. See how much of the frame am I blocking you guys from seeing? So the soap is slippery. Who knew soap would be slippery? The soap is slippery.
Mom.
Yes. I'm using the same soap for the clippers right now. We don't want it slipping and flipping. Give it a little rinse. All right, let's harvest. We have 3.
Please.
Was was it 3 main plants here? 3 main
Mom.
plants, spinach plants. So we're gonna harvest a third of each one.
Mom.
We're gonna harvest the mature leaves on each one. That's a better way to say it. All right, so we got these. Everybody seems to be big. There's a small one there. All right, so we're gonna clip this off. They always want to leave a third of the plant. Let's see if I'm put this here for now.
Mom.
Yes. Please what? What are you asking for? We have some pieces that snapped.
Mom.
We're gonna harvest those.
Mom.
Yes.
Please.
Please. You want to hold this? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
You want to hold this? See what else? Again, it's a third of the plant. So the tall ones are who we're gonna just cut off a third of.
I want.
Try not to cut any short ones growing in there. And then we got some nice spinach.
I want it. I want
We're
it.
gonna eat this spinach.
Mom.
I was looking at it and said, oh,
Mom.
maybe I should freeze it. But no. We're gonna have salad tomorrow, so I'm not gonna freeze it. Just gonna
Mom.
put it up. And then this is a smaller plant off to the side. We don't want to harvest everything from the smaller plant.
Mom.
Here we go.
I like it.
You don't like it? There we go. Let's get nice and
I
clean.
like it.
Oh, we got these up. Snap.
Mom.
This is hanging
I
here.
like it. I like it.
You want to rinse it? He wants to wash too. And this is our spinach. Spinach is looking good. Leaves are clean. I don't see any evidence of anything living on there.
Oh, no.
Nothing survived our deep wash.
I want to wash.
There we go. And it's going to be ready for our nursery plants to go back in there. We're going to get some of our nursery plants in there. Uh-oh. You're snapping them still. Okay. All right. So we got our spinach ready to go. Then last, our 2 tomato plants. Our last tomato plant, and this is a container, I guess.
Mom.
Just a quick rinse. You have to, since I have tomatoes harvest, I have them still.
Tomato.
I haven't harvested these because I don't want them to spoil. So I just leave, unless the stems and stuff like this, I leave the harvested ones. I leave them on as long as they can stay on while I eat the rest. There we go. It's our tomato plants. All right, so I'm gonna move you guys back out to our garden, and we are going to refill it. Put back our plants in, our clean plants. Put back our containers in. See, we have a lot of them. Let's go. Let's head on back. Alrighty. This is our garden. Got some stuff on the floor there. That's our container that we were cleaning with. We have our neem oil ready to go, and I have to rinse off those as well. Because Delaney was here. Yes,
Where are you?
I'm here. She was here adjusting you guys on camera. So let's put you back this way.
Mom.
Yes.
I need to
it nice and clean.
Mom.
Yes,
Mom,
yes.
help me.
What happened?
Help me.
All right, let me,
Mom.
yes.
God.
I'm just gonna give this a little spray. It's not necessary, but in case anything is there, hey, why not? Keep it safe. The neem oil, a little coat. Nothing is gonna, I mean, some oil did get on the back, but nothing should be able to climb up, walk up, and have themselves a good time. Okay, so now we have all these empty ones in our hibiscus. This hibiscus has been aggressive to a lot of people. I'm gonna put it back. There's one on each side, so I'm gonna put this one not close to the bottom because when they're that low, they go right into the bottom and literally eat all of the water, the nutrients right out of the main section. So no spray. All right, we're gonna also rinse those off. So we put these in also, and we are also going to. These are nice and clean. And of course, when we do a full deep cleaning and we take the columns out, which you probably might have to do soon, since columns have cracks in them. Is that roots? Yes, cracks. I thought it was the roots. Since the column has cracks in it, we will be doing a deep clean soon on the column and repairing whatever is there. All right, so we have our hibiscus. Let's put it in properly. Just kind of rested it in there. Does need full light. It was a little higher up, but I'm moving it a little lower down. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna put it a little lower down for now. This light is not gonna be on all day. Try to move it off of the camera. The light probably won't be on for much longer. Oh, we have some time before the light comes off, but the light won't be on for much longer. This backlighting is very interesting. Checking to see if I can get better light. You guys only see a shadow of me, but okay, it's the plants that matter. No. That's it. We're gonna spray them after. Let's bring the rest of them. Come. So we have red hibiscus. It needs the most amount of light, so we put it in our most light zone. Next is our lemon pepper. I was doing good with the amount of light it had and where it was, so we're gonna put it here and hope that the hibiscus does not take its food with it being too like right above it. So we're hoping for the best there. All right, this plant, however, is very strong standing. I just lost the pepper, so let me get the pepper out. No. And then we have our onions. Onions usually go on top. They go in not so, they don't need as much light. So I put them up high usually. I have one, I had it on the side. This onion. Let's get this here. We don't want any feedback loops sounding. There we go. Then we have, Hattie, stop it. We have our dill. Dill needs coolness, not too much light. So I put it to the side away from the heat of the light. But I know that there's a mirror here, so I'm put a little higher. There's a mirror here, which then reflects the light back on the plant. So I put a little higher so it doesn't get the effect of the heat of the mirror. We have our celery, pink celery, which can go pretty much anywhere, but let's give it a chance by putting it by its dill. Give it a chance to try to make it. Yeah. You're gonna make it after all. So we are gonna, she's here touching stuff.
The boots.
All right. Let's go get more plants. Here, put the keyboard back. Let's go. We're gonna get more plants.
What? A plant? What's a plant?
Uh-oh. Now, our garlic chives just fell, the plants. So I don't know how it's gonna do. But we will see how our garlic chive does. We have our spinach.
Mom.
It's all here. To make it easier. We have our spinach, which I had here. It's a strong grower.
I don't.
That's the garlic. Thank you. Garlic is low light. So let's put that here. Did the water turn on? Oh, this one. Oh, it never came out. I was like, this one has water. We have onions, more garlic chives. Again, another one where
Oh
it stays in the roots, so we're gonna leave it in the roots. But it doesn't use that much light, so we're gonna put it to the side. Stevia, full light.
no. It's a fish.
Yes, you're just making a mess. So we have our stevia here. Let's bring it. We had it lower down. We'll have stevia grow in the shade of our hibiscus, because that's what we're gonna eat it with. We have our pepper, full light.
Take it.
Pepper this full light. I'm gonna put the pepper here. It's very green. It's in very good health. Looking at it. Yes. And then we have our next set, which is our, I think it's just falling down. How about bok choy? Our bok choy was in a corner here, but it felt a little, it didn't feel as dry as it needed to.
Mom.
I'm gonna put it up higher.
Mom.
Maybe get some more air circulation.
Mom.
That's where our,
Mom.
yes, thank you. We're gonna put our red sorrel, which is another, it's not, doesn't need bright lights, low light plant, anywhere plant. What our Swiss chard was here. It grows tall, so I leave it here. It grows out of the light area. And then we have, what else we have? Our
Whoa.
lemon balm, which takes over and hangs. So we put it here to the side. Another not main light needing plant. Sweet peppers, definitely a main light needing plant. Let's put it right here. Pretty close to the sweet pepper plant. But at least it's getting the full amount of light it needs. Our tomato plant, I want to keep it in eye level because I do want to check in on this plant. Actually, the other one's going there. So let me keep it eye level so I can check in on it. It is requiring a full light. So we're gonna put that there. And then, so I usually, as you can see, it gets pretty wet, everything here. So I have my little towel. You see our team member helped us with the towel. Here we go. We got a little pepper, a yellow pepper. Okay, and I think those are all the plants that are in there. Let me go check. And then let's get us. Well, now you got hooked up. I'm gonna, these
Yes.
trellises, we're gonna wash
Got
them.
this.
I'm gonna take
Mom,
the support
Mom.
off too. Yes,
I got this.
you got that?
I got this.
Okay. Let me see if I can untie it. Well, it got dipped. So let's put this back where it was, which is right here. And also, I don't like to harvest my tomatoes, but we have so many already. We're gonna have to give away some of these tomatoes. What? I thought I picked off this one. All the tomatoes on it. There we go. Alrighty. No. All right. This is who we got in here right now. The tomato's just gonna hang on. It has no trellis. And we're gonna put in anybody who's missing a hole. So these as you can see, we are missing quite a few. There are a few plants that can be in here. We have 10, 14 plants ready to go. They need to be thinned. Yes. Let's put this back on here. We do need to cover those to prevent algae growth. She's eating. Oh, look, I need more right here. So let's give it a little spray. To make sure these plants stay in good health. And we will be doing this again soon. Because this was our verdant, we need our fresh. So this plant, this garden, we got everything together. And we're gonna have to do fresh next. But we have quite a lot more upkeep to do. I do want to get my green stalk ready because our nursery, and this is it. We're gonna cover those open spaces. And that's it. We're gonna put those to wash. We're not gonna wash them right now. So we're gonna cover those open spaces. And then next time, we're gonna be doing fresh. Yes. Yes. Yes, the light. Because these plants are ready to go, which is why I did them so quickly. However, they're supposed to wait till they have true leaves before we have them growing in the mature fruit. Also, the mature fruit waters a lot often. So, and these aren't ready for that often watering, except for this one. We don't have a true leaf yet. We still have the baby leaves, even though these are big babies. There you go. But we do have long enough roots on the plant. So we're gonna let these stay here for a little while. And those 12 open spaces, oh, she already picked the plant. She thinned the plant out already. And these 12 open spaces that we counted, all these plants are gonna go in them and then be thinned out into our green stalk. So probably our next video, no, because you're killing the plant. That's the second plant you killed. She's picking them. She picked 2 lettuce plants. This is why they need a lid. They're too tall for the lid. All right. No picking them. So we have 2 more, 12 spots. We have a whole case of seeds here. And then we are going to be doing the same with this one and cleaning it as well. Also, we have a new lid because as we saw in the video before, this lid started to crack. It's under warranty. So we got a new one and we got a new lid and we are going to be installing it and giving these plants a good rinse off and checking the roots because apparently they are having themselves a good time. Look at our banana peppers growing. All right, well, thank you very much for joining. Let me turn myself around. Thank you very much for joining. It's been Angeline and the team. As you can see, this team member said she had enough. We will see you next time. And remember to stay green always. And remember, like, subscribe, and share. Also also follow us on patreon.com/Angeline Verdant for support. And we will see you next time. Bye for now. You gonna say bye?
Bye.